How are we sitting? We're sitting.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
All right.
What's up, Jenna?
Nothing much, Cody. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. We decided we're going to start a podcast. It's, what's it called? The Sandy Cheeks?
I don't know. I think I like Sandy Cheeks.
All right, Sandy Cheeks podcast. Welcome. So we want to start this podcast to just do kind of like weekly updates, show you what we have going on out here. We have the nation's largest sand volleyball complex right here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and it's not even close. Next closest has 100,000 square feet. We have 153,000. So
We're pretty big.
I don't know who's been saying it, but size does matter, Jenna.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Anyways, so how'd you feel the weekend went? What do we have going on?
So on Friday we had our tequila tournament hosted by Tequila Bob and Casa Amor. That went pretty phenomenal. We had 11 teams out here fighting for the jackpot. The jackpot was first place got a bottle of Casa Amor Añejo and cash money, some t-shirts. And then second place got a bottle of Blanco, and third place got a bottle of Reposado.
Yeah, I mean, you forgot the biggest part. First place got a sponsorship from Casa Amor as well.
Yes.
So not only did they get their bottle, their cash, and team shirts, but they also got a bottle of tequila every week of second session. So that's pretty huge.
That's 8 bottles. That's 9 bottles.
Yeah, they got 9 bottles of tequila.
For free.
For free.
Just for coming and playing.
Just for winning. It was a $5 tournament each, so $30 per team. It's a total of like $690 worth of merchandise that they won.
Yeah.
So that's huge.
Yeah, it was pretty huge.
That's huge.
And and then Saturday we had open courts.
Yeah, we did a nice open courts. We didn't really market it that much.
No.
It's pretty small.
Yeah.
Turnout. I mean, we had 4 courts running at one time.
Yeah.
So
a lot of kids. That's why we're doing this podcast, is because we want you guys to be a little bit better educated on what we're doing at this complex, because we have a continuous rotation of different events that we do every single month. I mean, gosh, we do just about everything. We do tournaments, we do open courts, we do beer Olympics, which is what we're going to talk about here in just a little bit.
Coming soon.
Yeah, it's coming very soon. Yeah, we do it all, and we want you guys to be a little bit in the know. We want you guys to be better in the know of what we're doing on a consistent basis.
So in preparation for our Casa Amor tournament, we ran buy one, get one margarita and tequila shots all week. How'd you feel about that?
I don't want to make another margarita for like a month. I don't even want to hear the word margarita.
Yes, it was insane.
Yes.
And I tallied up all the bottles of tequila we went through over the week.
Yeah.
And we had 59 empty bottles of Casa Amor tequila.
Yeah.
From this last week.
We bought out Hy-Vee multiple times. Hy-Vee had to call Tequila Bob and say, yo, we're out, we need more. And then I went back to Hy-Vee and I was like, yeah, I need those boxes as well.
Give me it.
Yep. Like, bought them out of triple sec for the brand that we use. It was insane. I mean, we were making, like, we pre-batched all of our margaritas into like these big pitchers, and it was just pitcher after pitcher after pitcher. I mean, we just really couldn't stay on top of it.
Could you imagine if we didn't pre-batch?
Oh my gosh.
How many more people do you think we'd need to work if we didn't pre-batch?
2 at least. 2. And there's already
just
3
straight
on.
Margarita shaking all night long.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know Emma had a bruise on her hand from smacking
the cup. Yes.
And that was just for people that wanted strawberry and mango and like the different flavors.
Yeah, I think moving forward we need to. I'm okay doing flavors, but it does take a lot of extra time, especially in a rush. I think we need to like upcharge.
Yeah. So we do upcharge, but it's only $1, and I'm not sure how consistent everyone was doing that.
I know I didn't do it. So if you got a strawberry or a mango margarita for me this last week,
and it was $7, not $8, then you got a discount.
Hit us in the tips this week.
Yeah.
What do you think went well and not with our tequila tournament? The open courts is just kind of a, I think the open courts were a little bit slower because number one, Pickle Palace and Big Grove, they had a big concert going on that I saw a lot of people were at. And then on top of that, everybody that would have came out for open courts, I think, was out on our tequila tournament.
Yeah.
And they were probably nursing a nice little hangover. So
yeah,
Tequila was flowing. It was a late night.
Yeah.
I know I was tired, so.
I was exhausted. This week was a lot for us.
Yes.
And huge shout out also to our team, to Brody, Emma, Darby, and Paulina for stepping up and stepping in and helping us get all those margaritas out. I mean, we have a phenomenal team. We honestly couldn't do it without them. And so, but yeah, what went well and what didn't go well, just specifically at our tournament or just the whole week preparing for it?
I think the whole week. Let's start there and then go directly into the tournament.
I would say from a business standpoint, the 2-for-1 margaritas are not
profitable.
It's not profitable.
Yeah.
No, I mean, each bottle of Blanco is $50. A bottle of Reposado is $55.
You can only find these at the Oakland Road Hy-Vee. Nobody else is carrying them, to my knowledge.
Yeah. I hope all of our customers, everyone that comes into the bar that got a 2-for-1 margarita, I want you guys to know that that's a super special thing that we wanted to do for you guys. Will we be doing it again?
Probably.
We will, but maybe not 2 for $7, 2 for $10, I think would help make it a little bit more profitable. And this is strictly from a business standpoint, because not only do I think the Sandlot podcast, the Sandy Cheeks podcast, needs to be strictly about, what we're doing for our customers, but it should also be to a degree on how we want to run our business, because I think there's a lot of young entrepreneurs out there, especially in the bar business. I mean, starting a bar is a lot of work. And if we can tell you our trial and errors and tell you everything we learned, I think we could definitely help the community out there and reach a little bit of a better audience as well, because we have a lot of people in our community that are trying to start businesses.
Absolutely.
And I'm all for helping the little guys out.
Yeah, I mean, anything we can do to help. I've always been kind of like a network for business, so I know a lot of people. I have a background in real estate, and when I meet somebody that does a specific, niche in an industry, I'm like a referral machine. So like I talk to people all the time, especially at the bar. I thought I talked to a lot of people before. Now, I mean, what do you think? We get 1,500 plus people in here in leagues alone. I mean, we're over 250 teams for second session right now. So
that's insane.
That's insane.
I mean, Brian just came to me the other day. Brian's the guy that runs our leagues, and he's like, "Have you seen the projections?" And I'm like, "I've seen the projections." He's like, "It has not only doubled since you guys got here last year, but it is almost looking to like double from last year's."
Yes.
It's like, that's just phenomenal. Like the amount of, we love Brian, and Brian just said to me, he's like,
shout out Brian.
Yeah, he said this. The amount of work that we've put in to help market this has just made the business boom in all ways. And so, and that felt good. It felt good to know that the work that we were putting in was recognized.
Yeah, well, there's a couple different aspects when it comes to like running the business that are important. First of all, I think that our community and our culture here is completely different, especially to the Cedar Rapids metro area. I feel like it's difficult to make friends as an adult. And I feel like this is the one place where you can come in by yourself, with another friend, with the group, and you can mix and mingle with all of the other patrons that come in here.
Yep.
And everybody is super friendly out here and super willing. Like, I could walk up to just about anybody in here and be like, "Hey, you look like you're pretty good at volleyball. Like, can you help me out?"
Yeah.
And I feel like all of them would absolutely, help me out. So I think that's really cool. But what we're trying to do, we have this system where we really want people to like bring their friends in. And all we're doing with our like paid ads and stuff like that is trying to speed up the process of the word of mouth.
Yeah.
Because word of mouth is really the only sustainable advertising method that there is.
Yeah.
So I think that's one thing that we hold really strong on, is when you come in here, not only is our bar staff, really welcoming, like, "Hey, how you doing? Well, how's your weekend?" All that sort of stuff. But I feel like the culture carries to our patrons as well. And I think everybody's just super open-minded here, super friendly. You can have all sorts of different beliefs, but when you're out here, like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're here to have fun.
Yeah.
You're here to relax, unwind from your week, and just enjoy yourself. You come out here, it's, everybody's got a busy life. Everybody has issues going on. But when you come out here, you just get like an hour or 2 hours of just playing volleyball. It eases the mind. It's like an outlet, I feel like, for stress in your life.
Oh, so. For sure. Well, and that was my biggest positive review myself about the Sandlot is that it's not just a regular bar. You can come out and be outside in the sunlight, breathing fresh air. I mean, that's super important for your psyche, super important for your soul. Not only that, but you get to socialize with friends and new people. That's also really healthy for you, is to continuously work on your social skills. And then just, play volleyball, be physically active, also really good for your body, for your mind. And then have some drinks and socialize around that too, which is just a fun little plus.
Yeah, and you really don't even need to drink to be out here either.
No.
I mean, we can make some NA cocktails. We don't have like any NA beers. That's something I think we're probably going to end up getting. We have a real lack of space with our storage. So that's also something. But I mean, we make smoothies out here. We make smoothies with protein and pre-workout. If you want to drink, we can put alcohol in it. It doesn't matter. We have a lot of people that come out and they just drink water or they get a body armor.
Yep.
We have delicious food, which is another like super good option. The food truck does a great job.
Shout out Sloppies.
Yeah, Sloppies, they do great. Everything on the menu is solid.
Yeah.
There's a few things that I'm like, these are fantastic. The smash burger.
Smash burgers.
I would love to see how many I've eaten those in my life.
My gosh, every single time I come in, I get the barbecue rice bowl.
Oh, it's fire.
They know exactly how I want it to.
Yes. All right. Well, welcome, Sherry. I'm glad you could join us today on our first podcast. So do you want to just take a second and say hi?
Hi. I'm Sherry. I am from Mexico. Viva Mexico. I've been here for 5 years now, which is insane, and we started Sandlot a year ago. It's pretty funny because Jenna and I were talking in a bar once, and they were like, well, it would be so cool to have our own thing and, kind of cater for the community, because we're looking for it. We're looking for friends. We're looking for something to do, something not just sitting and just drinking and then that's it, just something cool. And then this opportunity popped up for Cody, and he was like, hey, you should do it. And I'm like, actually, we should all do it, because I know that Jenna would enjoy this too. So it's been cool. It's a lot of work for sure. Good thing it's temporary. We're not going to put a dome over it, okay? Don't push. We're not going to do it.
If anybody's looking to invest, we need $1.3 million, and we can dome the entire Sandlot, and it would be sick.
Nope.
Largest indoor and outdoor facility in the United States. So if you got a couple mil, hit me up. Find me in the DMs.
Yeah.
Daddy, chill.
I feel like there is some things that we always ask for feedback. Some things we can do better. So number one, we're well aware of this, is marketing further in advance. And just an update for you guys, we are meeting with Tequila Bob, and we're going to run another one with higher prizes, better prizes, more prizes. And I think we're going to do an intermediate and a rec tournament. So,
yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit today. We're going to be looking at doing a sponsorship for a rec league and then an intermediate league, because you don't want to come out here and get slaughtered, because intermediate teams are pretty good.
That was the one thing that we were definitely talking about. I was talking to the best playing team, the team that ended up winning, and I was like, I would apologize to you guys for not mixing you guys up better. However, I can't really apologize because you're gonna win. So
no, I mean get the dub,
Yeah, get that dub. But we definitely want to make sure that moving forward with our tournaments, there's a better range of competition here. And so we do want to split off our intermediates from our beginners, because we want not only our rec leagues, our beer leagues to have a really good time and not just get slaughtered the whole time, but we also want our intermediate teams to feel like there's something worth fighting for.
His name is John C.
There's one, the marketing in advance. We're working on that with all of our events. It's hard because we do 2 events a week, so it's and this is, Jenna does photography on the side. Sherry has a full-time job. So we're out here. I mean, we're grinding you wouldn't believe. This takes so much more work than you would think. And we are taking all the feedback and we're working on it. But
I think we're doing good, though.
We're trying.
We're definitely trying. And I think over time, everyone's just got to have a little faith in us, because over time, we're going to get there. And we take everything you guys say and we take it and we figure out how to use that information to critique what we're doing to make it better and make it worth your time as well. So feel free to drop some comments either on this video, to us in person. We'll write it down and we'll do with it accordingly. So
yeah, it was pretty fun though. People wanted to play volleyball, and that's what happened for hours and hours. So I guess there should be a happy medium, which we're trying to get to, but maybe not as much volleyball. But then some people do want a lot of volleyball, and then maybe more competitiveness. But maybe some people are like, hey, I need a different team to play with or against, I meant. So yeah, we're trying to get there. We definitely hear you. I think same happened with Neon Night. You know, like, we're trying to cater for everyone. And then we're just like, okay, well, it's kind of hard to see. Like, I use glasses, so I was just like, I'm blind. I don't know what I'm doing. And then, but at the same time, it's Neon Night, you know? You're not supposed to, like, score as much as you can. You're supposed to have a good time, listen to the music, have a couple drinks. I don't know, just get the vibe. So next time, we're not turning on the lights. So
no lights on Neon Night, and I don't care who's asking. They're off. But on top of that, one thing we do recognize is that we didn't quite have enough neon lights. So we're working on that. As something we were planning on getting done today, and it hasn't happened yet. But we're going to see if there's a possible way to put like a film over top of our, what do you call those, light poles?
yeah.
To see if we can really get some nice neon out there. And then we're going to probably quadruple up the amount of lights that we have. We're looking at some like sun-charged volleyballs.
Better, softer.
And then also inside of our bar, we have like old lighting because now we have all the Edison bulbs and stuff like that. But we have a lot of strong lights that we could switch those out for black lights in the whole bar. I mean, it was a good vibe anyways, and those lights are staying off, so note that if you're coming out.
Yeah, same thing with Mad Hatter. I think we want to keep it cheap for you guys. We want to keep a lot of options. Same thing. I know that the levels might vary. There's something that sometimes we cannot control. But I know, like myself, I just started playing volleyball last year. So I do want to play with, better people because I want to get better. So for the people that are very competitive, give us a chance and we can get better. For the people like me that were just starting, then don't be afraid. Just show up, and then it's always a good time. I have a great time.
Yeah, and that's also a good point and a good transition to our next thing we need to get to. Is we have a Mad Hatter this Friday. This one is actually going to be a $10 entrance fee. It's partnered up with Collins Aerospace, and we're taking 50% of the entry fee, and it's going to the Humane Society. So you can come out for a good cause, have fun, and some money's going to charity, which is going to be great. So the more people that come out, the better event it's going to be. And I've had a few people tell me like, hey, once you start getting turnouts like Volleys does for their Mad Hatter, I'll be out there. And I said, well, you're literally part of the process of getting turnouts like that, because this individual has a pretty strong pull. If she comes out, she's intermediate level, and she has 20 friends that are intermediate level. So Mad Hatter this Friday starts. We're going to take registration till when?
Till 6. Balls up at 6:30.
We should push to like 6:15, 6:45, I think.
I'm okay with 6:15 and having balls up at 6:45 because that gives me enough time to get the roster up and going.
Yeah.
I like at least 20 minutes to get going.
Well, the good news is we have a printer now, so we don't have to run.
Well, and that's true, but we also are just putting it up on the TV, so we just need to make sure that Sherry brings her computer. Sherry forgot her computer the last time, and so that's why we took a little longer, because we had to run all the way to Twisters to print off like physical sheets so that people could see where they were playing at. And normally we like to just have it hooked up to the TVs so you guys can see super easily like around the bar where you're supposed to go. But But yeah, our Mad Hatter this weekend is Wild West themed, so come out with your country gear on.
Bring out those Daisy Dukes.
You can win a ride on the bowl.
Remember, brother, this guy stinks! So yeah, we have the Mad Hatter $10 entrance fee. Show up before 6:15 if you want to get in. Otherwise, if you know you can make it, if you're going to make it before 6:45, but you can't make it at 6:15, if you let us know ahead of time this week, we can get your name in, but you have to be there before 6:45, absolutely, because that's when the first serve goes.
Yep.
What do we got going on Saturday?
Saturday is our Beer Olympics. It's $80 per team, so $20 a person. Sign up with a team of 4, at least one girl, because we want to keep it as co-ed as possible. We're going to be fighting off in 8 different games, and when I say we, because we are also going to be playing. These games look like volleyball, spike ball, giant beer pong, cornhole, beersby. We have a shotgun obstacle course out here.
That's a riot.
No, it's so fun. It's yeah. So basically, the obstacle course is, we might switch it up a little bit, but in the past, what we've done is we've done a potato sack up to the mid-thigh. You jump around barrels. You drop the bag. You crawl. You army crawl under some sticks and rope. Then you throw a medicine ball over the volleyball net, walk a balance beam all the way to the shotgun station, where you put a key in a beer and you shotgun the beer, and then you do the course all the way back. And then it's a relay race with you and your partners against another team. We've made some people sick with that one. We've had some people walk away and be like, I need to go to the bathroom.
The funniest part about that one is that men are the weakest link in that game. I'm sorry.
Listen, but they're bigger. They're bigger. So, and the point is if you mess up the game, if you touch anything, knock anything over, you have to reset it up and do it again. And that part was getting missed a lot, and people would just mess it up and keep going. No, you have to turn around and start over. So with men, they're bigger. They're like a little bit, bulkier, I don't know, bulkier. Yeah. So they tend to mess things up a little bit more. And yeah,
it was so much fun just watching that.
I think strategy-wise, women really pull, but I think speed and strength-wise, the men can really pull too.
Your girls, I'm telling you, that's the secret weapon.
Not worried. It's going down.
Well, you're on our team,
yes.
So see if you can try and beat us. Yeah, and then we have 2 more games. We've got Boom Cup and Bags. It's cornhole. And so those are our 8 games that we're fighting off at. It starts at 12. So 12, you have to be here, or at least your team captain does. We make you sign a waiver that says that we're not responsible for anything that happens to you because you signed up. You pay the fee if you haven't already paid it online. And then at 12:30, we go through rules and scores, or scoring, how you score all the games. This year I'm going to have individual, pieces of paper or signs at each station, so you guys don't forget what the rules are, what the points are. Yeah, and it starts. It's an all-day event. I mean, people aren't leaving until 7:30, and that's if they want to leave, if they're good to leave after the event.
One thing to note, it's a day full of drinking, and plan a ride home, because we don't need any of the issues with drinking and driving.
Yeah.
You don't need to get in an accident, kill yourself, kill somebody else. I mean, the best worst case scenario, if you're drunk driving, is a DUI.
Yeah.
Which takes your license away, and it costs $10,000.
Yeah.
And that's the best worst case scenario. We have a link on our website to get into the Beer Olympics. Go to sandlotsportscr.com. It's under tournaments. It's also right up in the middle. We're still working on our mobile website a little bit, but if you need any help, you can also come into the bar and sign up.
It includes
some drinks.
2 free drinks, 1 for the shotgun obstacle course. Boom Cup is included in there. You're going to get free beer for that.
Yeah, whatever games you need to drink for, we will include them.
Yeah.
You can still come if you don't drink.
Yes. You just have to let us know and work with another teammate for any drinking portion. They will be drinking for you.
That or the shotgun obstacle course. You have to shotgun something.
Yeah.
So you can shotgun an NA beer.
Or
a Pepsi.
Maybe no Pepsi.
Let's get people jacked up on Mountain Dew.
No, because the carbonation will screw you up.
Well, there's carbonation in beer.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah. So also, if you don't drink beer, we are going to do alternatives.
Yes, we have Sun Cruisers.
Yep, it's going to be Busch Light and Sun Cruiser.
Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty much it. we just want to start this podcast because we want you guys to see a little bit more of the managers, the faces behind the business. We want to get you to know a little bit more about what we go through on a weekly basis when it comes to planning and running these events. And we just want you guys to feel like you're included in the behind the scenes of everything, because we're not a business without you guys. We're really not.
We love you. If you made it through this, we appreciate you.
Love you guys.